Edie? Edie, come here.
Oh, God. What's the matter?
Look at that.
Stan, you scared me.
Oh, I'm sorry, love, but she did leave a note. She said she did.
But where was it?
Here, between the magazines there on the floor.
Oh, love, I'm so glad. I could see how upset you were.
Yes, love, but I didn't believe her. I called her a liar.
Must have been a dumb bloody murder to leave him laying around. Nah, dropped from the body when he carried it into the cemetery. Then he couldn't find him, so he had to leave the car.
Looks like you struck out this time, Sherlock.
You wouldn't have the guts. Look at you. I'm warning you. I'll shoot. You're like your daughter, Kane. A gutless wonder. I will shoot. You silly bitch, you can't even shoot straight! Step out of it and bring me some bandages. Fast! Oh, don't get out! Bandages! Oh, look, you'll have to go before someone comes. That shot could be heard miles away. You'll be another one in a minute. All right. I'll get you bandages and then you've got to go. Don't give me orders, lady. Think yourself lucky you're still alive. I'm not leaving till I get my money. Now move it!
Come on, miss. Make your hands go as fast as your tongue.
Come on, you love getting all the goss.
Yes, I do, but you've got me worried now. Poor Mrs. Barry.
Yeah, Kelly's a real nutcase. Hey, look. Mrs. Barry's going to be all right, you know.
Yes, and what about Bobby?
Oh, not good. Her day turned out really lousy.
Oh, Miles, you're depressing me again.
Oh, this'll cheer you up. Cop this little eye.
No, Pat, not another word. You can finish that.
But it's about Mr. Cleary and Mrs. Morris.
What about him? Them?
They're in love.
Don't be ridiculous. She's far too old.
Ask anyone. It all started with the softball game when Kelly let loose with a softball bat.
Yes, and you saved the day.
Yeah, but you should have seen him. He was all over it. Talk about action,
Well,
man.
how about some action here? Or the girls will starve to death.
Oh, you're not listening to
I'm
me.
listening.
He was hanging off her and he was patting her on the head. It was really good.
Of course he was. Of course he was. Everybody likes her.
Likes be buggered. He's crazy about it.
Oh, extravagant imagination.
Oh, don't believe me then. Ask anyone. They'll all tell you the same thing.
Good morning. Not so good from what the gate guards tell me. How on earth did Kelly get away with it?
We haven't got the full story yet. All we know is that Kelly broke into the armory and took Joyce hostage.
God, is Joyce all right?
Oh, just great. She's loose with an armed homicidal maniac.
Mrs. Reynolds?
We don't know yet. They're taking her to the hospital.
Then she's hurt.
We don't know how badly. The hospital's
But
going to
how did it all happen?
You heard the governor? Kelly's got a gun. But that's all right. Prisoners can carry firearms. It's the officers who can't.
I don't think that argument really stands up, Miss Ferguson. Kelly is an extreme case.
You think so? Herd them together and it's Animal Farm as far as I'm concerned. We need more security.
Luke Kelly was in solitary. You can't get more secure than that.
Then someone must have helped her. Keen. Yeah, she'd be up to her ears in something like that.
All the women were questioned. There was nothing to suggest that.
I'll bet. Of course, it's up to you if you want to believe them. Mind you, if it was up to me,
Well,
I
it
would...
isn't. I'll decide security measures here, and I'll base that decision on several opinions, not just one.
Reform by consensus. I doubt that'll work.
Morning, everyone.
Hi, Stan. Morning.
Are you busy, Mrs. Reynolds?
Just a bit more than usual. Why?
Well, Edie and I have been doing some soul searching.
Not too painful, I hope.
Quite the reverse. We've made a decision, a very important one, but it all depends on you.
Don't know whether to be pleased or frightened.
Oh, I think you'll be pleased. If I can see you about it, at your convenience, of course.
Come to my office in about 20 minutes. I should have a few things sorted out by then.
Thanks, Mrs. Reynolds.
look like one of your posh friends, don't I? Reckon I could mix with your toffee mates, and they'd never know the diff. Always fancied myself in one of these long line jackets. Good taste, Keen. Might shop here more often. What do you think? Look great, eh? Terrific. I couldn't send you to the door in a fit. How were you expecting? Useless bitch. Now get this, Keen. One boo out of you, and I'll knock you into next week.
Oh, sorry to worry you, Mrs. Keane. One of the neighbours rang us. She thought you might be in trouble.
Oh? What made her think that?
Well, she thought she heard a shot. I take it you didn't hear it.
Heavens, no. Mind you, I have been very busy. But I think I would have heard a shot, don't you?
It's not something you hear every day.
That's right.
Well, as long as you're able.
What was that?
Oh, that's Raja, my pup. It's the third thing he's broken this week.
I know the problem. I've got one myself. I only have bits of it.
Yes, well, I'd best go and pick up the pieces. Thanks for your trouble, Constable.
No worries. And just remember, they're fine when they grow up.
Brainless creep! I've just about had enough of you.
Thank you for finding time to see me. I realise you've got a lot on your plate at the moment.
That's all right, as long as you haven't got bad news.
No, I promise. Though I do want to ask a favour.
What?
Well, you know that Edie and me want to give Bobby Mitchell the chance of a normal family life.
Yes, these days out should certainly help.
We're applying to the Parole Board and we need your support.
For what?
For Bobby to come and live with us.
No, you know that's not possible, Stan. She's got a sentence to serve.
Not if she's released on licence.
Into your custody?
Yes.
It's a lovely idea, Stan, but you'd have total responsibility. That's an awful lot for anyone to take on.
Yes, I know.
But does Mrs. Dobson know what she'd be letting herself in for?
Oh, yes, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Edie's enthusiasm. They got on like a house on fire. Bobby played solo with some of Edie's girlfriends. 2 museas and an abundance in trumps, and so nice with it. A real little lady.
Oh, but that was just a day's visit, Stan. It's very different from day-to-day living.
Well, we want to help her, and we think we know how. I mean, leave her here in Wentworth much longer, and there'll be no hope. I don't think you can argue with that, Mrs. Reynolds.
No, I'm afraid not.
Then you will write that report? So much depends on it.
All right. But you look after yourself, Stan. You'll need to stay fit to keep up with that little lady.
Oh, nice lot. Don't bet on that. Bobby will be back any minute with another skip.
Oh, don't. It's times like this I wish I could swap places with Kelly.
Now, you don't wish that either. Kelly will be back, you mark my words, and she'll have copped 5 years.
I don't know, Jude. She's a vicious piece of work. She'll probably survive better than most.
Yeah, I'd sure hate to be in Barry's shoes.
Yeah, poor old Barry. She didn't deserve it. You know, her and Mrs. Morris are the only two...
Well, ladies, no words of welcome. You disappoint me, Desmond. Don't tell me you didn't miss me. Oh, come on, Davies, don't strain yourself.
Any word on Mrs. Barry?
She's in the hospital. I found her this morning.
Well, is she all right?
Barely alive, thanks to you lot.
Oh, Miss Ferguson, that's not fair. Lou's not a... Karen! Oh, Karen, I knew you shouldn't be working. She hasn't eaten for ages.
Leave her alone, Mason. Come on, Davies, get up. We've got enough malingerers in here.
Miss Ferguson, that's not fair. She's not very well.
She's been feverish all day.
Steamy Laundry's the last place she should be working.
Oh, I suppose you'd like to see her in the intensive care ward.
If that's what she wants, yes. I mean, are you going to refuse medical aid to a prisoner? Isn't that against the rules?
This isn't going to keep me in ice cream. It's $2,000.
Back in there and get me some real dough.
That teller was a friend of my husband's. If I withdraw any more money, he'll start asking questions.
Answer them.
He'll call the manager. They think they're helping me sort out my affairs.
It'll take more than that to sort you out, lady.
Look, they know I've been in Wentworth. It's too risky.
That's gonna have to do. Now point this heap at the airport and keep it going. Nice and steady.
You can't be serious. The airport will be crawling with police.
Darling, they're looking for an escaped criminal. We hardly fit that description, do we? So shut your neck and do as you're told.
No, please. It's been on the radio. They'll be checking everyone who goes in.
Then leave the talking to me. Or you'll land yourself another little holiday in Wentworth. And you know what I'll do to you if we land up in the slammer. Don't you?
Oh, don't go, Bobby. I was wanting to see you.
Yeah, well, I can't think why.
Well, I've got some apologizing to do. I found your note.
Told you I left one.
Yes, and it's only a stupid old man like me who wouldn't believe you.
Can't be helped. I'm sorry if I gave you a scare.
You'll be pleased to hear that I rang the hospital and Cheryl's fine.
Oh, did ya? Oh, thanks, Santa. Jeez, I can't stop thinking about her.
Well, there's something else we'd like you to think about, Edie and me.
What's that?
How would you like to come and live with us?
What do you mean, come and live with you?
Just what I'm saying. We're applying to the parole board and Mrs. Reynolds is going to help.
They wouldn't give me parole. They reckon I'm a rat bag.
We want you released on license. To Mr. and Mrs. Stanley Dobson. That means you're our concern and no one else's.
Geez, Stan, I could kiss you. Honest, I could.
Oh, careful. I don't think the old ticker could stand it. Off you go now. I'll see you later.
Yeah, I gotta tell the others I'll never believe it. Oh, he's grouse folk all rolled into one.
Careful, Mitchell. What the hell do you think you're doing?
Oh, it's my fault, Miss Ferguson. I did a foolish thing.
Oh?
A little good news too soon, I'm afraid. Bobby may come to live with us.
What? Are you joking?
Sorry, Miss Ferguson. I guess I wasn't looking where I was going.
Yeah, all right, Mitchell, on your way. No, I think you're making a big mistake, Mr. Dobson. I wouldn't back that one with bad money.
I don't think so, Miss Ferguson. She's odds-on favourite as far as we're concerned.
Yeah, that's that lot done. Now I'll just bung these into the pot, and you and I...
Bung?
Yeah, chuck. You know, whack them in the pot.
No, you don't. No, you don't, Treasure. There'll be no bunging in my kitchen. Now, these little things will taste like carrots. Yes, and these little things will taste like beans.
Yeah, but when my mum always used to cook meat and chew veg, she just used to...
Oh, I know, Miles, but I'm not your mum. I'm Uncle Radius, and I'm trying to look after my girls the best way I can.
Do you really mean that?
Yes, of course I do. You know that I do.
Yeah, well, you could really help the girls. If you really wanted to.
Oh, Miles, you don't have to ask. Just help yourself, Beth. Don't make it too obvious, that's all.
Yeah, well, that's not what I meant. Ever since we lost buyout, everyone's that down in the dumps. They need stuff brought in from outside.
Well, I can't just walk through the gates with an armful of cigarettes and bickies, can I?
Yes, you can, even if it's just for poor old Pixie.
What's wrong with her little sparrow?
Well, I know she's off the planet half the time, but you should see her hair.
What's wrong with her hair?
No shampoo. Did you ever see a dog rolling around in the mud?
Pixie's hair is like that?
You know what prison soap's like. You wouldn't wash your dog in it.
You know, back home, I can go to Siberia for her.
And Myra, her nerves are shot to pieces, rationing her bags.
They're very nice girls, and I think it's not right.
I could split the take, 50-50.
50-50. You can.
What was that for?
What was that for? For thinking I'd want to be paid. Seriously, Miles. Do you think I can do that to my girls?
You don't want to cut.
Just tell me what you want, and I'll try to forget what you say.
Beauty. You're the best friend we've got, Ray. Here's a list. Here's the money. That ought to keep him happy for tonight.
Tonight? Good heavens, Pet, I haven't got a magic wand.
No worries. You'll romp it in. Come in.
What's the verdict?
Well, it's probably only a virus.
Don't make her collapse.
Well, when you haven't eaten anything, even a virus will knock you out.
So she should be all right.
Oh, no. Well done. She's delirious. I really think Dr. Forbes should be brought in.
Him, you know. He should.
Yes, you'd better ring him.
Right. Look, any chance of getting a husband in, that'd be the biggest help.
I'm sure it would, but apparently he's interstate.
I'm thirsty.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, Mrs. Keene. It'll have to be a short visit. It's almost lunchtime.
I understand.
It's really great to see you.
What happened to your face?
Luke Kelly.
Kiddo.
Richard, you've done enough.
What do you mean?
She broke in last night, tied me up, and threatened me.
Hang on. Now give it to me bit by bit.
I don't have to spell it out, do I? You can see what she's done. She forced me to go to the bank and draw out $2,000.
$2,000.
Then I had to drive her to the airport. There wasn't a thing I could do about it.
Yeah, why didn't you go to the cops?
She knew about a blackmail letter that you'd written. She was going to tell. Becca, why did you do it?
Bored, that's all. The hell do I need that kind of money for in here?
Bloody bitch, I'll kill her. She said to tell you to skin the rabbit or she'd shop you. What does that mean?
Well, she wants me to flatten Warren, that's all.
You've done enough.
Listen, it's Kelly's word against mine.
What am I supposed to do?
You go to the police.
Can't bring the police into it.
Use your head, will you? They're going to trace Kelly to your place, and then you're finished.
How can I explain why it's been so long? Don't you see, I can't tell them, not now.
Right, ladies.
So, looks as I'm finished, doesn't it?
Yeah, you really like that sort of music, don't you?
Oh, it's Abe. I hope Edie likes it. Hey, maybe she likes opera or something.
Hey, hang about, it's about Lou.
It is now confirmed that Louise Kelly is armed and should be treated with extreme caution. Anyone with any information should immediately contact the police. Yeah, well, now as I promised you, back to the Phoenix folks. Hold tight, here it comes.
How the bloody hell could she get a gun?
We're not all like you, Desmond. Some of us have got friends outside.
Yeah, it wouldn't have to be a friend, would it? Plenty of guns out there.
Quick, before Ray starts to panic. I'm not supposed to be here, but I've got to give you the drum.
I don't understand you sometimes, Marlene.
Well, somebody translate for her. I'm running a sweep.
You look like you're breaking the furniture.
No, just listen. Luke Kelly's a criminal lout.
Oh.
She's loose and she's running about. Now, if you want money, just come see the bunny and tell me how long she stays out.
Get off! Are there cash prizes?
Yeah, cash prize for the person who guesses how long before she gets caught you're rolling in dough.
What's the good of it? We can't use it on buyer.
Yeah, well, I'm running my own show, you see. Miles merchandise. Twice the quality, half the price.
Oh, come on, but what are you, some sort of magician? Where are you going to get all that stuff from?
That Ray's a real nice fella, you know. He's got me list and he's sneaking the stuff in the side. Buyer is on tonight.
Got any bag?
Oh, I'm desperate for some lovely chocolate.
No worries, girls.
Keep your sweeties. What about dope?
What do you want to bring that in here for? It's already...
No drugs. Now, God, how do I get it through your thick skulls?
Don't worry about it, Mara. There'll be none of
Yeah, well, there better not be. Now, I'm going to say this once again. The first person to cross me on this gets the hiding of their life. Have you got it?
How are you feeling? Mrs. Reynolds was hoping you'd feel well enough to see someone.
Is it Lyle? Is it my husband?
No, but I think you'll want to see him just the same.
Go away.
Dad asked me to come, Karen. He's on his way back from Sydney.
Because of me?
He doesn't know you're sick, if that's what you mean.
I'll leave it that way. You're not to tell him.
Hell, I didn't expect to find you looking like this. God, I'm sorry.
Sorry. This whole thing's a nightmare. And you're right in the middle of it.
Everything caved in on me. Fitzy swore he'd have the money in time.
One of your racing mates, I suppose.
Not anymore. He shot through. I know what you think of me, Karen. But I'll get that money back, I swear I will.
You're just a little bit late, Tim. Anyway, your father's repaid the bank.
All right, then. I'll do what I should have done in the first place. Tell him it was my fault.
No.
But where does that leave you? I've got to do something for you. Karen.
Go away.
Hey everyone, I've just joined the Oakley Club. Have a guess who I am?
Right, Sheila, move out and be quiet about it.
Oh, that's easy, Miss Ferguson.
No way, she's too short. Hey, Mitchell, why don't you sue the department for building the floor too close to your bum?
Want to go or I'll put you on a charge.
I think Stan's news has blown Bobby's brain. She's as high as a kite.
You know, Harvey, if I had my way, you'd be rolled up in a bun and put back in the oven.
Good idea, Mitchell. Well, looks like you lot might be finished by next week. Okay, I need a volunteer. Oh, you know, that's what really impresses me about you lot. Your initiative. Oh, get up and go, aren't you?
Depends. What are we volunteering for?
Mr. Dobson needs some help.
Oh, I'm Stan's right-hand man. I'll do it.
No, you won't, Mitchell.
Oh, come on. Everyone knows she's a natural in
You're
the garden.
volunteering, Desmond.
Oh, no. I hate gardening. I wouldn't know a weed from a wombat.
Rehabilitation, Desmond. That's our aim at Wentworth. By the time you're finished, they'll be wanting you down at the Botanical Gardens.
Sorry, love.
Desmond, we garden in daylight.
Cruelty to plants, that's what it's called. God knows what I'll dig up out there.
Where to?
That's up to you.
Forget it, love. This cab runs on money.
Some hopes. All I mean is it's my first time here. You got any swanky hotels in Adelaide?
Yeah, sure, we've got the best. I'll head up to North Terrace and you can take your pick.
Hang on. I want to change my gear first.
What, in the back seat?
Oh, get your mind off it, will you? Where's there a decent dress shop?
Well, there's a whole string of them in town, smack in the middle of town.
Take me there, then.
What about the five-star accommodation?
That comes later. Can you double park?
Leave it to me.
Oh, Bobby might be out to give me a hand.
Oh, it wasn't through lack of trying, Stan, but Ferguson wouldn't be in it.
Oh, well, never mind. Oh, don't think I don't want you out here, Myra. I was forgetting my manners.
Yeah, well, you might change your mind by the end of the day. Come on, show me what's got to be done.
Bit more watering here.
Mm-hmm.
These will have to be dug out. I think we've lost most of them anyway.
Stan, I better warn you, you've struck a real dum-dum here. No, purple fingers. I mean, the only thing I ever got to grow were the plants in my daughter's fish tank.
Never mind, Bobby was the same, and look how she's blossomed. That's the spirit. Now, here, we'll need most of the tools down here. Bobby always helps me with the tools.
Okay, I'll go and get them then.
Yes, I'll get on with the watering.
Right. Bloody hell. Oh, Bobby. Bugger! I warned you.
Oh, Miss Ferguson, you've returned.
I've returned. Mr. Proctor.
Miss Ferguson?
I want to see that bag.
Oh, you like it?
I want to check it.
My bag? But why?
Security.
No one else worries about my security.
The bag must be checked.
And I've got the gâteau in the oven. It will go... Oh.
Yep. Well, it's as though we should have run a security check on you a long time ago. How long have you been bringing this stuff in?
What stuff?
This contraband, the face creams, the face masks, the hairspray. How long have you been bringing it in?
I bring it in every day. And every evening I take it back home again.
What?
It's not contraband, it's all mine.
You use all this?
Yes. Keeps my face together. You should try some.
Get rid of it.
Well, at first you want it all out, now you want it all in and out, and in
Hurry
and out.
up.
Yes. Miss Ferguson, you know what I think you really need is a big, strong Russian lover. Like a bear.
You're certainly giving it everything you've... Dickens did that stuff get there?
I don't know.
I'll have to report this.
Please, Stan, let's just handle this ourselves, eh?
I can't do that. This has to be reported.
Stan, I know I'm asking an awful lot of you, but I'd like you to keep it quiet.
I can't. There could be more stuff planted around the place.
Yeah, well, I'm going to burn this and we'll search the grounds for more.
That's not the point.
Could look bad for you.
I'll have to face that. Someone's growing marijuana and the governor will have to know about it.
Oh, well, I know who that someone is.
Well, who then?
Bobby.
No, she wouldn't do that.
Oh, Stan, please, I'm certain of it. Now, that's why I want you to keep it quiet. I mean, there's been no harm done so far, but if they lay this on her, she'll cop another 18 months on her sentence.
What makes you so sure it's Bobby? It could be that Neville.
Yeah, well, he probably brought the stuff in, but Bobby's got something to do with it.
All the time I thought you just liked coming out here to work in the garden. Shows you what an old fool I am.
You're no fool, Stan. The only fool around here is Bobby. That's why I'm asking you to keep it quiet. Give me this one chance, and I'll straighten her out, I promise.
Burn it.
Darling, that Miss Freak really nearly almost caught me. You know, she was looking all through my bag, and I felt like that Serena who was trying to smuggle out of St. Petersburg the imperial jewels.
Oh, yeah, I reckon she'd make a good Red Army guard. This stuff's fantastic. It's going to make me a mint.
A what?
I mean, lots of money.
Money. Yeah, there's some change.
Change, too? Oh, sorry. I forgot. That's not exactly up your alley, is it? But I'm very grateful.
I'm very broad-minded.
Good, you're going to have to be. Keep a lookout for me, will you?
You shock me, of course.
Finished. Do I look lumpy?
No more than usual.
Gee, thanks.
Be careful. Try not to bump into Miss Ferguson.
Nah, look, by the time I unload this stuff, I'll be able to buy her off.
And so when Kelly made her break for it, I figured they'd put the softball team on the shelf, but no, Mrs. Reynolds has said the games can continue.
So they should.
Well, that's support from an unexpected quarter.
Oh, it's not a bad game. I used to be pretty good at it.
Careful, I'll have you on my team.
No, thank you. I prefer to keep my eye on the players rather than the game. That way there won't be any nonsense.
Oh, yes. Mrs. Reynolds has insisted on increased security for future matches. There'll be so many officers on duty, it's going to look like a grand finals crowd.
Good. I'd rather see those goons knocking themselves out playing softball than trying to break out of here.
Well, I'm sure Joyce would second that.
When's she going to be back on work, anyway?
Well, in a couple of days, I hope. Oh, I've organised to have some flowers sent to her.
She's lucky it's not a wreath. She could have suffocated in that boot. Listen, I see you've got her down for a double shift on Saturday. Is she going to be all right?
Well, I hope so. We're so understaffed at the moment, I had no choice. We are getting another officer, but he'll take some breaking in.
Oh, who is it?
Len Murphy, been transferred from Woodridge.
Oh.
Do you know him?
Well, I've heard of him, and from what I hear, he won't need much training. He's a very efficient officer.
Well, I'm off to tell the women they've got their buyout back.
Why the change of heart?
Well, as Marlene tried to stop the escape, Mrs. Reynolds has decided to restore buyout.
Sounds reasonable.
Yes, she'll be the golden-haired girl.
You scratch my back, and I'll scratch yours, eh? Great way to run a prison.
Name your pleasure, ladies. I'm open for business.
Oh, you sound like a hooker.
Not that sort of business. I'm trading.
Yeah, and what?
Take a look.
Hey, this is my store. What else you got down there?
Look, I got cigarettes, tobacco, rolly papers, chocolate, conditioner, shampoo.
Oh, Wentworth's first travelling sales lady, eh?
Yeah, sell salesman.
Hey, where are you keeping the haberdashery? Why shouldn't I ask?
Come on, who's taking advantage of this once-in-a-lifetime offer?
Yeah, I am, for
Okay,
sure.
we'll spread the word. I'll be round later.
Yeah. Good. I wonder if Barbara Hutton's going out.
Hi. What's the matter?
Nothing. Have you seen Myra?
No, she's probably still outside.
That's what I was afraid of.
What do you mean?
Forget it.
Guess what I got?
What?
Tobacco, rolly papers, chocolate.
Oh, yeah? Where?
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da. Da-da-da-da-da.
Stop it, you're tanning me up.
I know, open for late night trading too.
Right, what's going on here? Well,
Just having a bit of a dance, Miss Ferguson.
the marathon is over, Warren. Any more noise from this dorm, you'll both be on a charge.
Jeez, it ain't come closer than that.
You're not sitting on the chocolate.
Aw.
Bang goes my profit.
Well, can't you just sell it as shop soil? Better still, you can give it to me for saving your neck.
Thanks, you're a pal.
Bored?
What's it to you?
I might just have the remedy for it.
The only remedy I want's the one Lou took. Get him right out of here.
Yeah, with the money she's got, she might just stay out too.
Where'd she get cash?
Oh, her pension came through. You'll have to work for yours.
Yeah? How?
I'm going into business again. Want you and Francis with me. What do you say?
What kind of business? What kind of cut?
Oh, the usual.
I don't trust you. You've been crawling around with Desmond and Bryant. I thought they'd reformed you.
Yeah, that's what they think too. But it's boring me stupid. So I want to start the records again.
What about the freak?
What about it?
She hates your guts. We aren't interested in getting mixed up in that.
I can handle her.
In a pig's eye, you can. You're all alone in that dorm now. She's not going to waste any time getting you. There won't be much left when she's done either.
She won't get the chance.
Yeah? What choice you got?
The governor's going to fix it for me.
So, if you have your buy-up orders ready after dinner, you'll get the goods tomorrow. And remember, you've got Marlene to thank for that. Now, lastly, ladies, Mr. Cleary's taking softball practice in the grounds, so anyone who wishes to change may do so now. Thank you.
Well, how's business, eh?
Going downhill fast, and you know it. No one's going to want my stuff now. What am I supposed to do with it?
Throw a party with it.
Oh, yeah, why should I?
Hey, why don't you have a closing down sale? That way at least you'll break even.
I'm never going into business again.
Oh, the stock market will never be the same. Who's for a game of softball, huh?
Coming?
Yeah? Oh, but later.
I want to talk to you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't you? Now you look at me and tell me that you didn't plant that dope.
I didn't.
So how come you were going to supply the women?
I don't know.
You told them there was no need to bring it in because it was already here. Why, after all that I've said, why?
It was just a few lousy dope plants.
Now, I have made my position very clear about drugs. There will be none. You crossed me.
It's not as though I brought it in here or nothing. It was already here. Lou must have brought it in.
So why didn't you tell me? Well?
It's too good a chance to pass up.
Oh, you bloody little fool. You should consider yourself lucky that I found them.
Lucky.
How long do you think before the screws found them? Or Stan?
Stan wouldn't recognise
He
it.
did recognise them.
He's going to dob me in?
No. He's putting himself out on a limb because he cares about you. I have to do the same. And who do you care about? No one. You planted that stuff right under his nose. You could have got in the sack.
I didn't think that...
Oh, that's your trouble, Bobby. You never bloody think. How long before they trace those plants to you? You're already on a good behaviour bond for that business with Angel.
Oh, that wasn't my fault.
Oh, it's never your fault, is it? Well, I'm sick and tired of talking to you, Bobby, because it's got me nowhere. I'm going to knock some sense into you.
What do you mean?
I'm going to teach you a lesson. One that you are never going to forget.
I don't know how straight this is going to be.
From where I'm standing, it's about as straight as I am.
That'll do for practice.
Now, hang on, I'll give you a beeline. Wait a minute, wait a minute.
That ought to help.
Yeah, okay, a little bit over to the left there. No, to the right, I mean the right. No, more to the right. Right, no more. That's right, that's right. Now over here to the left. That's right.
Are you throwing me a curve? All right, that's going to have to do. Who's going to bat? No. You can't all bat. We're going to have some fielders, too. Who's going to be shortstop?
Oh, how about Marlene? I think she'd be a natural. Just pretend it's Lou.
Now I'm bowling.
Pitch.
Oh, you can bowl if you want.
No, it's called pitch. Pitch.
Of course, I'm going to pitch.
You think I could be included?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, you're sure you can, Stan?
You can bat while I bowl.
Pitch!
Right.
Pitch!
Okay, now where's the pitcher stand again?
Right, you see that little thing there? You stand on that, you throw the ball to the guy with the bat here.
Right.
Now, when he hits it, if he hits it a long way, then he then runs all around all these bases. We're all cheering on. We're all eating popcorn.
Have we really got popcorn?
Okay, now we have a batter and we have a pitcher, but we need the fielders now. How about Tina, you go on first, Kath on second, and Jacko on third, okay? And Jude, you can catch, and let's see, Alice.
Oh, I'm easy.
You mind fielding?
Yeah, I'm
okay.
easy.
Take the rest of the women and spread out in the outfield. All right, let's go.
Who's on first and what's on second?
You ready, Stan?
Right.
Okay.
She's not coming out.
Oh, why? What happened?
Oh, just leave it, will you, love?
Hey, did you have a fight?
Please, Jude, forget it.
Hey, Jude, you want to bat?
Maybe later. I got something I want to do, okay?
Yeah, fine. Hey, Myra.
No, thanks.
This won't get us in the league, will it?
Hey, I'll have a swipe at it.
Okay.
Oh, it's going to be easier than fielding.
All right, I'll catch. Come on, ladies.
Yeah, come on.
Did you see Bobby?
Yeah.
Well, how did you go? Do you think you got through to her?
Were any of the other women present when Miss Ferguson threatened you?
No, she's too smart for that. She just crept up on me and said she'd be biding her time. She's waiting till I'm alone in my dorm. I know it.
You'll be transferred today. You can share with either Desmond or Bryant.
Well, Mara and I have been getting along pretty
Fine. I'll arrange it straight away.
Come in. You want to see me, Governor?
Yes, I do. Keen, wait outside. Keen's made a serious accusation against you.
I don't understand. That's the first time I've seen her today. What did she say?
Just what most of the women here have said about you at one time or another. That you threatened her.
She's lying.
Are they all lying? I want you to move Keen in with Myra Desmond.
Well, no wonder she was smirking. She's got the governor treating officers like housemaids.
Move her.
Certainly. Governor.
And Miss Ferguson, I want it done without incident or accident.
William Colby to see Mrs. Reynolds.
Do you have an appointment?
Certainly.
Sorry, I don't have it listed.
Then that must be your error. The appointment was made by my secretary for 5 o'clock. Now, I want to see the governor immediately.
Well, I'm not sure if that's possible.
What's your name?
Mrs. Morris?
Well, Mrs. Morris, I have recently been appointed head of department. Does that make it possible?
Yes, of course. If you just sign in over here, I'll take you through.
Are you going to come out and play some softball? Oh, come on. We're having a lot of fun out there. You should have seen Stan. You know he hit a home run. Oh, he had a little help from his friends, but... So you and Myra had an argument, right?
Yep.
But there's no good crying about it, love. Come on now, let's go outside. We'll have a little fun, huh?
Just leave me alone.
Bobby, what the hell's going on here? Myra's very upset. And you... Oh my God, what's happened to you? Did Myra do this to you? But why?
Doesn't matter.
Of course it matters. I'm going to go and talk to her about
Please
this.
don't. Deserved it.
Honey, nothing you could have done would have warranted this.
It's my fault. It's always my fault.
Sweetheart, come on.
Thanks for the escort, Miss Ferguson. Can manage on my own now.
You're pretty clever, don't you, Keen? Well, I can imagine how Desmond will feel about sharing with the likes of you.
Ah, Myra and I are the best of pals, haven't you heard?
Who do you think you're fooling?
Everyone.
Not me, you're not.
Yeah, but you don't count anymore. You see, Myra and her cronies figure I'm one of the girls. And the governor thinks I'm shaping up to be a model prisoner. So do the Scroop. Sorry, officers.
Don't underestimate me, Keen. You might win a few rounds, but you'll never win the game.
Don't bet on it. Nobody believes anything the freak says anymore. You can't touch me.
Just tell me what you tripped on.
Nothing. I just tripped and I hurt me nose. Now will you leave it?
Don't go off at me just because you're clumsy.
Oh, Rabbit, will you leave me alone?
Want a chocolate bar? Free.
Thanks.
Can have some of these lollies that Ray gave me too.
It's supposed to be in the kit. Well, Warren, what have you got to say for yourself?
Want a lolly?
Well, at least I'll sleep a lot better tonight now the freak can't sneak up on me.
I wouldn't bet on it. Sleeping, I mean. I snore.
I want to have a word with you. Alone. Very nice, Myra. You snap your fingers, you nod your head, everybody jumps. Is that why Bobby got bashed, because she didn't jump?
No, she broke the rules.
And does that justify snotting her?
In this case, yes.
What gives you the right, Myra, to use muscle on a kid who has not a chance against you?
She had to be taught a lesson, Jude.
Well, why didn't you talk to her? You shouldn't have messed up her face.
Oh, come on, Jude. I've been talking to Bobby since the day I came in here, and what's it got me?
Respect.
Oh, no, not from Bobby, it hasn't. She's gone on doing her own bloody thing. Well, this time she went too far.
I get it. I get it. It hurt you more than it hurt her. You were only doing it for her own good, right?
Yeah, that's...
Shove it, Myra. The only good it did was for your ego.
She was growing dope, Jude.
Where?
By the tool shed. It was only a matter of time before she was caught.
Yeah, okay. All right, she deserved to be taught a lesson, but you didn't have to hit her, Myra.
Oh, come on, Jude, you're too soft. She's got to be taught responsibilities for her actions, and it looks like it's up to me to teach her. And while I'm top dog, the same applies to anyone who steps out of line.
You're really enjoying this.
Oh, no, I'm not.
Like hell you are not.
Oh, come on, Jude. Someone has got to stop these women from tearing each other apart. You're too soft. No one else has got the bloody guts. So it's up to me. Okay, I accept that responsibility. But don't for a minute think I'm getting any kicks out of it, because I'm not.
Well, just give yourself time. Because it won't be very long. The only difference between you and the freak will be the uniform.
She absconded on bail, so the judge had no option but to put her on remand.
But why here?
Because Wentworth is the most suitable prison for her.
Well, surely it'd be better if she went to Barnhurst.
No, security isn't tight enough. Be too easy for the other women to get to her.
Was Blackmore considered?
Yes, and rejected.
I guess there isn't a woman there who wouldn't throttle her.
But surely you realise we've got the same dilemma here. There's hardly one prisoner who doesn't bear her a grudge. She wasn't known for her leniency.
Yes, I understand that. But she herself expressed a wish to come here. I was led to believe that you two had a previous good working relationship. Well, regardless of that, as head of department, I've decided to leave her in your care. I have every confidence that you and your staff can cope with the situation, Mrs. Reynolds. I do hope my confidence isn't misplaced.
So do I. But it's going to take a lot more than confidence to keep Miss Sarah Higgins alive and well in here.
He used to give me roses. I wish he could again. But that was on the outside, and things were different then. On the inside, the sun still shines, and the rain falls down. But the sun and rain